Welcome to Guessimation, a comedy pop culture show where two people who are definitely not qualified to do so try and explain to you the plot of shows that they've never seen. I'm your guesser, Johnny Politics, and this is my assistant, the Maple Master. Today, we're talking about a little-known fantasy franchise that some people might remember that was sort of popular a few years ago. I think it was called Game of Thrones. And today, our interviewer is here, qualified and watched Game of Thrones, to tell us about the show.
The series is actually called A Song of Ice and Fire, but
I thought that was just the book series.
it is the book series.
Yeah, it's not the.
So
it's
the
not.
show's not called A Song of Ice and Fire.
It's not the Song of Ice and Fire cinematic universe.
It will be soon.
Unfortunate.
What? You're our interviewer today, Kendra.
Yeah, that's me.
So, why are you qualified to be our interviewer?
Well, not only have I seen every single episode of Game of Thrones multiple times, I also like it, and I think that's like a rare quality in someone, so I feel like I'm actually passionate enough to ask you.
Just to clarify, liking Game of Thrones is a rare quality that's on. We're putting that on camera.
Of someone now, post-season 8.
Okay,
we live in a
maybe.
post-season 8 universe where everyone has redacted how much they liked Game of Thrones, except me, the number one brand stan.
I'm qualified not to know anything about it because I don't. I've never seen an episode of Game of Thrones. Never. Not a whole one all the way through.
Well, what is Game of Thrones about?
I feel like the title is misleading because I'm pretty sure there's only one throne that really matters.
Yeah.
So it's
that's
not like a
correct.
game of musical chairs where like there's actually multiple important chairs. It should be Game of Throne. And that's what it's about.
That's the whole show is about.
It's
the
about the
throne.
pointy chair that everybody wants
Mhm.
to sit on that's made of knives.
Mm-hmm.
And who can sit on it. That's it. That's the show.
Who gets to sit on it?
Yeah. Who
Who gets to sit on it?
who can.
Yeah.
Who's capable physically.
Okay, so who does get to sit the throne? Who's
Like,
what qualifies you to sit on the throne?
Okay, I know I just... I just said he's physically capable of sitting on the throne.
Elaborate.
And I didn't mean that. Because I know that Brandon wins the
Okay.
Game of Thrones.
isn't he very capable of sitting?
No, he's... Oh, yeah, I guess. Actually, yeah. But how's he gonna climb it? It's really tall.
Yeah.
Is it? How tall is the throne?
Like 200 feet.
Like really tall. Like
There's a
a couple of
staircase in it,
stories
Mhm.
high.
I assume.
Correct,
I've seen the
yes.
picture, maybe
Yeah.
not from the show.
Yeah, so you've seen the 200 stories.
Yeah. Stories. It's in feet. I know the show ends. I know Brandon wins, and I know he wins because it takes him. There's no. Okay, here's the thing. He's in a wheelchair.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, he used
Yes.
his future vision to build himself a wheelchair because wheelchairs don't exist in the world other than that. So he
Yes.
got future vision from falling out of a window, for
Yes.
being pushed
Correct.
out of a window. That gave him future vision, that
Yes.
injury, and so now he used it to build himself a wheelchair. But then it was kind of a moot point because the infrastructure is so bad in
Westworld.
Westeros, something like that.
Westworld.
That
You're
he
right.
couldn't
You're right, Matt.
physically leave the castle.
Okay,
So
yeah.
somebody had to like build some ramps and then roads for him to travel. So by the time he got to the throne, everybody else had already hashed it out, and he was just the last man.
Yeah, really, he spends roughly 7 seasons inventing a wheelchair
Mhm.
and then trying to get his wheelchair to the throne in order to sit on it.
Correct.
And by the time he's got there, everybody else has already killed each other playing
Mhm.
musical chairs.
Correct.
So he's
With-
able...
What did they kill each other with?
Swords,
Swords.
Okay.
maybe from
They
the
haven't,
throne.
like, invented guns yet, I don't think.
True. So who is Ned Stark?
Ned Stark is the guy. He's the guy. He's the main character. Well, he can't be, can he? He dies in the
No,
Red
he dies,
Wedding.
yeah.
Yeah.
At the
Which is
Red
his
Wedding.
wedding.
He does it. Yes.
At one of the 3
That was one
colored
of my
weddings.
questions. So the Red Wedding is Ned Stark's wedding.
Yeah, he's getting married to somebody. It doesn't matter who.
Who does he get married to?
Ariana Stark.
Right.
Well, probably not Stark, but we can only speculate.
She
as to
becomes
what her last
Stark,
name
you know.
was.
Yeah.
When she marries
I
Ned.
think her maiden name was Grande.
What does Jon Snow know?
Oh god.
Jon Snow. Okay, here's the breakdown.
He
Here's
knows the
breakdown.
winter.
He knows.
He does. He knows the winter.
It's coming.
Jon Snow is Tony. No. Tony. No. Ned Stark, not Tony Stark.
Mhm.
Although he could be related. Ned Stark's son.
Yes.
Adopted son.
Yes.
Jonathan.
Jonathan Stark.
Jonathan Stark.
Snow.
Hyphenated.
Where's the snow come from?
Because he's
Where
in
does
the
the
winter.
The winter, yes. He's
Yep.
from the winter.
Yeah, but he disavowed his dad because he was like, "You're lame, dad, and I'm cooler than you, and I'm gonna go listen to MCR in the forest."
With the hobbits.
With the hobbits.
That live in the forest.
You're making that up.
No, there's hobbits in the forest.
There are hobbits that live in the forest. There are lots of things that live in the
They
forest.
got kicked out of the city because, Mr. Snow is supposed to be like a border guard keeping the hobbits out of the city.
Correct.
Everybody hates
No, he's
them.
titled. He's Lord Snow.
Okay. Anyways,
Of the
it
Snow
seems pretty
House.
lame for a lord to be a
Border guard?
ice
Is he a
agent.
border guard? He's an ice agent.
He is an ice agent in
Yikes.
more than one way. You
Yeah,
are correct.
that's the joke.
That's the joke that George R. R. Martin is making. He's so clever. He's so
Yeah.
ahead of his time.
Yeah.
So what? He only knows the winter. That was the answer.
No, he knows the winter. He knows the hobbits. The hobbits tell him about the winter,
He knows the
Yes.
zombies.
and then he finds the zombies
Mhm.
Yes.
that are
correct.
the harbingers of the winter.
Mm.
And they're really slow though
They're
because
so slow. It takes them
God,
7
they're
seasons
zombies.
to walk.
their blood is frozen. They're trying to walk south
Mhm.
so that
They can walk
they
a little
can
faster.
melt, and they can walk a little faster.
That's the danger he has to
Okay.
warn them about. He's like, they're speeding up with every mile that they get warmer.
They do,
They're
yeah.
They're going a little faster, they thaw out.
They might get to a brisk walk one day.
That would be bad.
So then, what is the significance of the phrase "winter is coming"?
The zombies.
The zombies are coming,
The zombies are the winter that is coming.
Yeah, it's
but they're coming for the summer.
Yeah, they don't want summer to be there anymore. They want to come to Westworld and
Mhm.
make it winter
It's
there.
Yeah.
And
definitely
turn everybody
in-
else into zombies.
Yeah.
allegory for global warming.
Yeah,
That's what the point of this.
Yeah, Game of Thrones
Show
is.
is.
an allegory for global warming.
Mm-hmm.
So
And-
then, is Bran
What?
Al Gore?
Well, I don't.
What?
What? Brand doesn't do
Bran?
anything. Do you not hear me?
Who's Brandon?
Like wheat bran?
Who's Brandon in the
He doesn't do
Oh.
anything. He just shows
in
up.
the allegory?
and he's not. He doesn't. He's irrelevant.
He's irrelevant. Okay.
He
yes.
invents-
Yeah, we
the-
haven't met him yet in our current universe that we actually live in because global warming hasn't been fixed.
Oh yeah, he comes.
Oh,
He's
it's about.
Just like he,
Okay.
just like George R. R. Martin
After-
predicted ice. We're still in the phase of global warming where everybody's fighting for the throne.
Mhm.
We're in the bloodshed part.
So he's
Mhm.
still inventing a wheelchair.
Well, he's also
Yeah.
inventing the
Yeah.
neti pot.
Also inventing the neti pot.
That's yeah.
Why?
What do you mean? Why? I
he's
just know.
congested.
I
That's
just
what you
know
use
that
a
that's
neti pot
true.
for.
I talked to one other person who watched the whole show, and they said that if I should know one thing about the show, it's that he invented the neti pot.
So then, who is Daenerys Targaryen?
The mother of all dragons.
Yeah, that's obvious.
Okay,
That's
how?
the only other character that I know.
Also, Khaleesi,
How did she get
maybe.
that name?
Took me a really long time to figure out those are the same person.
Oh yeah, because she just found some eggs, and when you find eggs that are that big, you gotta see what's in them.
So she's more like the foster mother of all dragons.
Well, yeah, I don't think she
Yeah.
birthed the eggs.
Okay, I was just wondering.
She gets married to like a
To Jason.
hot guy
Jason.
Yeah.
who's not a dragon.
Very much not a dragon.
So I'm pretty sure she didn't like lay the eggs.
He dies though.
Okay. Yes, he does.
Yeah, and
What
then
is
it's their
Khaleesi?
funeral pyre, and then she gets on it.
It's the wife, like it's like queen. Like the dude is the I guess Khaleesi, and she's
Okay.
the Khaleesi.
Yes,
Is that right?
Khaleesi Drogo.
Yeah,
Um,
Khaleesi Drogo.
Wow. You only know this because your sister's dog is named Khaleesi.
I know this because my sister's dog is named Khaleesi.
Who won the War of the Five Kings?
Brandon.
Brandon. Yes,
Been
he
over
did.
this.
He's
Except
the
for
fifth king.
there's like this
He wins
caveat
everything.
with this other where Ariana, she survived the red wedding maybe. Ariana.
She did. Yes.
Yeah, there you go. And she gets the North because nobody else wants it. It's like Canada, you know, like nobody lives up there. It's, or Montana, and like
The
if
Yukon.
somebody was like, "Can I have Montana?" I think would be like,
Yeah.
"Yeah." So she's like, "Can I have Montana?" And they're like, "If you want it."
So how does she get the North? Just
She
because no one
asks.
wants it? She just asks?
Yeah,
she
she asks.
asks
Nobody wants
Brandon
it. It's a
at the
barren
end of it.
wasteland.
Mhm.
What do you think, Brandon?
Who
He
is-
can't get his wheelchair up there.
What is her relationship to Brandon? Like, are they...
Are they all related?
Are they?
No.
No, she doesn't have any. She doesn't, she
Are
doesn't
they
know him.
and
No.
They don't know each other.
They don't know
Okay.
each other. She just shows up and
Okay,
says, "Hey,
that's-
give me Montana." And
That's
he's
right,
like-
it was a trick
yeah.
question.
Yeah.
So why does Hodor only say Hodor?
Why? Because he's a Pokemon.
Because he's Groot.
Elaborate.
I am Groot.
So how does Joffrey die?
Oh, he's the ugly one, right? That looks like a child.
Correct.
Oh,
I don't know. I
boy.
feel like he cries himself to death. I think he's a little bitch.
Is he bad guy? They're all bad guys.
No, he's like a bad guy though.
A bad guy amongst
What
bad
makes
guys.
Joffrey a bad guy?
He's a...
He looks like that. He's kind of like an off-brand Draco Malfoy.
Oh, I know who you're talking about!
What is Tyrion Lannister's most distinctive feature?
He's short
okay.
and an alcoholic.
Alcoholic.
And he thinks he's smart.
He is
Okay,
smart.
So I have a picture for you guys.
Oh, boy.
I want you to tell me who this is.
Oh, that's, the mountain.
Mm-hmm. Correct.
Oh, I have
Good
no
job,
idea.
Rachel.
That's a good job.
Good job.
Uh-huh. And his whole thing in life is that... Let me see if I can get 2 for 2. There's another guy, his name is...
The Valley.
The wolf,
Uh-huh.
the dog, and
Yeah, the
they're
wolf.
Mortal
First try.
enemies.
They are. Why are they mortal enemies?
Oh my god. One of them is... The mountain, I assume, is very tall, and he's called the
Yes.
dog, so he's probably short,
Okay.
and they're...
Probably an ankle biter.
Yeah. Or they're in love. It's one of those two.
It's enemies to lovers, slow burn, 600k.
It is. Matt, you're just hitting it right on the head every single time. Okay. I have another question. I have another picture for you guys. What happens to this guy? Who is this and what
He's
happens to him?
probably fine. I don't know
Yeah.
him, so he's probably okay.
I think he's fine.
I think he's okay. I think he's
Yeah.
he
He
you know,
showed up in one episode. Everybody loved him. Total fan favorite.
Yeah.
And they're like, yeah, we're just gonna leave him
Exactly.
alone. But we're never gonna bring him up again because if we
Mhm.
brought him up again, we'd have to kill him.
Yeah, you really hammered how Game of Thrones works.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is Brienne of Tarth's job?
Brienne of Tarth is... She's the one who pushed Brandon out of a window
Yes.
and is in love with her brother.
Yes.
That's awkward. That's not
I
good.
thought the brother pushed him out the window.
Maybe it was a joint effort. They do these sort of like little romantic, little push a child
held
out of the window.
hands.
Yeah, they held
Yeah,
hands and
like
they,
this.
and then they pushed him out of the window with their...
They
yeah.
did. Do you remember what she said when she pushed
She
Brandon out
said-
the window?
Yeah.
Don't be a voyeur.
What?
Don't be a voyeur.
Yeah.
I thought you said lawyer.
That too. But her advice to him in death was don't be a voyeur. Or he'd get double murked.
You don't want to get double murdered.
No.
Especially not in Game of Thrones. Does anyone get double murdered in Game of Thrones?
Probably.
Yeah.
Jonathan.
Yes, correct.
I remember
job,
there was a
actually.
marketing thing where he was like dead, and I was like, no, he's not, and then he wasn't. But then maybe he is
And
now.
then he's like, dead again.
Yeah, he's
you got
definitely
it.
dead now.
Whose family is this?
Daenerys?
Daenerys Targaryen.
Tag your
Correct.
own. Tag your own family.
Because it's dragons, so it's
Yeah,
gotta
and she's
be
the mother of
her.
dragons.
She's the mother of all
Yeah,
dragons.
you got it. You're so smart. I can't even outsmart you in half of these questions. It's actually really frustrating.
Yeah, because I know the whole plot of the show, so
Yeah.
that's why.
Yeah, exactly. So, what did the fortune teller tell Cersei Lannister?
They get out of that tower before it gets eaten by a dragon.
Correct.
Yeah.
And did she?
No.
She definitely didn't.
She definitely
before
did not
she-
get out of that red tower.
Red.
And that red tower got 9/11 by a dragon.
Name any 2 locations in Westeros.
The east and the west.
The north.
And the
Correct.
north.
The north, yes, actually, yes.
East, west, north, south. Done.
The red
Next
tower,
question.
the city that has a door.
Mm-hmm.
Dorsteros.
No. There's only one door. It's got
That's
all the
why
no.
when I say Dorsteros, you know
not
which
called
door I'm talking
Dorsteros.
about.
It's a city. There's a door. All of the treasures behind the door.
All of the treasures behind the door.
All of the treasures
In-
behind the door.
And is that in the east or the west?
It's by port.
I think it's in the...
Correct.
Yeah, so probably the west.
Yeah, okay.
If we're thinking about, where ports are.
Typically they're in the west.
Only.
Yeah, only the west. If you have water in the east of your country, it's a no-go.
You're fucked.
And that one doesn't work.
You have to swim.
You gotta go around.
So, what do maesters do?
Maesters?
Mm-hmm.
It's like the bard class of Westeros.
Correct. Yeah. It
I was
comes from the
thinking
word
for
minstrels.
Sure it had something to do with pastries.
I'm a 5th level menstrual master.
What is a White Walker and how do you kill it?
That's the zombie!
Okay, how do you
A
kill it?
White Walker is the zombie.
You kill it the same way you'd kill
you
anything
kill it,
else.
You cut its head off.
Mm-hmm.
Cut its head off.
Or explode it somehow.
Or get it really
Explode
warm.
it, that's a good one.
Get it really warm.
Yeah, because that's
With
how they
a
get
nice
mushy in
hug.
the last season.
Put it in the ocean and it melts.
Yeah. But it has to be a warm ocean.
Well, yeah.
Can't be up north.
No, because then the ocean would be frozen.
Exactly.
And then you would just
Exactly.
have ice skating zombies.
So, what did Arya learn in Essos?
Philosophy.
She learned a lot of philosophy.
She did.
She learned a lot of philosophy. She went there, she apprenticed under a master philosopher.
Yeah.
It's really hard to teach philosophy to 12-year-olds, though. So, it was kind of a moot experience.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, the only philosophy
she didn't use
learned
that at all in
was
the show.
how to murder.
It was weird that they
Correct.
spent so much time on it. I heard.
Yeah.
When it wasn't relevant.
It wasn't, yeah. You got it. It was a big complaint.
Yeah.
So, I guess we answered this at the top, but so, who won the Game of Thrones? Brandon won.
But I think they had to melt the throne because he couldn't
get up there.
Couldn't get up there.
They melted the throne, they recast it into a nice community fountain.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Because you need to do something with all that zombie water.
All the melted zombie.
Yeah, you gotta just recycle it back into the water system.
You guys, I really thought I was going to get you with this one, but I guess you learned a lot more on Tumblr than I thought you would.
And I guess that's that.
Yeah.
Because it has guess in it. Do you see?
Yeah, oh, I get it. Yeah, I get it. You're really smart, Rachel. I shouldn't have tried to outsmart you.
I guess that's that.
I guess
I guess that's
that.